Hello everyone and welcome to Womansplaining. My name is Fatima and today we're going to be talking to one of my oldest friends actually and one of my youngest friends. I have to slot that in because he hates it when I do that, but hey, it's my show. Have you ever met one of those men that women just naturally gravitate towards, like not necessarily romantically, but they're just easy to talk to and they like to chat with them, just like gist partner. He's every woman's bestie and every man's greatest provocation. Please welcome Akah to the show. Akah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
So we're going to be talking about the women in your life and how you're able to balance, all the different relationships. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, are you often misunderstood?
I believe so. Okay. Every human being is often misunderstood.
And I'm talking about in the context of, these women and their significant others.
Well, not really.
Okay.
Not really. I mean, especially with the women that come into my life or that I'm friends with, their significant others are usually, mostly in the know and comfortable with me in their space. I feel like I mean, because everybody exudes an energy. Okay. And I feel like one of the reasons why people feel okay with me is because my energy is not like, toxic or harmful
or heavy.
Yes, heavy. So that's the reason why I feel feel safe. And men who have their female, significant others.
And I think mostly men who are secure as well.
Yes, yeah. Men who are secure.
Okay, but why do you think do you have more female friends than male friends?
Well, I do have more female acquaintances.
Right.
More female, people that I know. I mean, I'm a very jovial person, and then with the work that I do, I'm in the entertainment space, so I meet a lot of people. So there's a lot of people who I know who I'm jovial with, who come into my space. We're not necessarily friends.
You're friendly.
But yes, I'm friendly with them.
Right.
However, I do have more male friends than...
okay, that's interesting.
And I do actually have older friends, more older friends than, younger and,
I think you need that.
Yes.
Don't ask me why.
Well,
okay.
But what do you mean by that?
I knew you wouldn't let it go like a dog on a bone. But let me ask this. Why do you think you gravitate towards women?
I don't think I gravitate towards women. I think women gravitate towards me.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Because I'm on my own and they came.
Okay, so why do you think, apart from your energy, what do you think it is? Well, I think that's
basically it. The energy, people feel safe around me. I mean, I'm not a shark, so I think women, the number one quality that women have that men don't have is instinct. Their instinct is sharp. And so they know when a man is a shark, wants to go under the skirt, or a man doesn't have much to him, he just has ego or just has material things, or but then when you see somebody they can have good conversation with, make them laugh, be safe, and be who they are, I feel like that's what draws them to me.
So have you ever been in a situation where you had a friend or you were friendly with someone and she mistook it it for rather
yes.
You coming onto her?
Yes, it's happened very few times, but I do remember a couple.
Okay, tell us what happened.
This happened when I was in school. So yeah, I think that's the last time I recall it happening, because now even if it happens, I don't have the time to
start explaining. You just cut off.
I don't even have the time to notice your green lights. I'm always moving on because I'm someone who's about 100% being in the situation where I am. When I'm with you, I make you feel like $1 million. I'm there.
Right.
But after that, I'm not gonna call you. I'm very bad with keeping up. So I don't even have the time to do that. But when I was in secondary school, there was this, I was...
Secondary school?
University.
Right.
I was very, popular. And so I made friends, both male and female. And then there's this lady, I was nice to her, because I also try to be friends with people who I know people don't like to be friends with. Or
I get that.
Who are not socially, vibrant or accepted, or, So yeah, she was sort of socially awkward. But I was friends with her, she talk to me a couple of times, and I will talk to her.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that when that would happen, she would go to the female hostel. I begin to warn girls that say, do
No
not talk
way.
to my man.
Do I know this person?
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't know her.
Okay.
But she would, but you know Nkem, right? My friend.
Yes, I know
So Nkem
Nkem.
would tell me, yo, this is what's happening in the hostel. Oh, that she has even tried to be the girl's friend so that the girl would not point at her or, threaten her. She was, legit threatening people. And
Is she
I was
okay?
like,
was she okay, do you think?
I didn't think she was mentally stable.
Like all there, yeah.
Yeah, all there. You know those people that just have like 5% off or 10% off, which is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, mental
it's
mental
not
health
okay.
is not something to joke about.
Yes, it's a serious issue.
It's a serious issue.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
It wasn't. She hadn't quite diagnosed that there was a problem.
Yes, and it hadn't or maybe she's just socially off, like not just socially
Not
awkward,
unable
she's
to.
off.
Unable to. Yeah.
So I mean, I tried as much as possible to keep my distance from her when I heard the reports that were coming. But there were some of my female friends who were not even so close to me, but they were like, oh, you think you can come and now begin to claim, because someone came to me, is this girl your girlfriend? And I'm like, I don't even remember her name now, And at the time, I think I only knew her name, But I would talk to people I didn't know, just because they wanted to talk to me.
Because you're a nice guy.
Yeah, and then one time she got into a square with one of my friends, female friends, who was not even very close to, but that one just wanted to also look for trouble. Like, you're not his girlfriend. What is it, And then it got serious, and then that lady ripped out some hair off of my other friend's head, and she got suspended.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah, I'm not kidding. You left me now. You left. I went through a lot.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but basically that was a scary
That
moment.
is scary.
It was scary,
yeah,
and I just hey. But I mean,
bordering on obsession.
Yeah, I didn't see her because it got quickly sorted out. School sent her away, and then when she came back, I was just like,
not me. I get that. I'm asking this question as a slightly more serious question because I want to just understand how you balance your relationship with your girlfriend, who we all know and love, and your other girlfriends, like your female friends. How do you strike a balance? How do you protect her? Not like she would have insecurities, but how are you able to just strike a balance, make sure she's okay and your friends are okay?
I mean, this is not an easy question. I know that there are issues where, that are particular and peculiar to individuals. However, I want to answer this question for not just myself, but for the men in my situation.
Yeah, because that's what this is about.
Yes,
not just the men, but also for the women
who are in relationships.
Position,
yes, with men that are not the stereotypes.
Absolutely.
Men.
Yeah.
The ideal man society has carved us to be. But yeah, it's not easy. Okay. It's not easy for a woman who feels like
to be with you,
to be with a man who other women love,
and
other women feel safe around, and he also gives that energy off, and also is okay and loves women. And I'm not gonna lie, I love women.
Yeah.
And it's not like
say that again. I just like you say, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I love it. Carry on.
I love the gender of womanity. So I respect it very. Yes, I respect it very well. I respect it so much, and so and you said something about insecurities, and it's okay to have insecurities sometimes. I also have insecurities when it comes to that significant other, because that's the person you love the most.
You're most
in the world.
vulnerable.
You're most vulnerable with that person. So it's okay to be insecure. We're humans. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
So how do I deal with it? How do we deal with it? How does she deal with it?
Yeah.
So the thing is, she can't deal with it if I don't give her the tools to. And that's what I learned from my relationship with her in the last couple of years, and also in my life. You also need someone to be able to say, hold my hand, I'm going to help you do what you want to do, or do what we need for you to do. So basically, the first things first is I've shown her time after time that, and also reassuring her that you're the most important person in my life. And also letting her understand that she can be safe, totally safe with me. So I also try as much as possible not to disrespect what we have. So I mean, I have female friends, and I've known some of them way before I even met her. Yeah. And I cherish those relationships. And you see, for every woman out there, it is a no to try and, to be very active in trying to stop relationship between your man and his female friend. It is a no. Don't do it. But there are ways of working around it.
Okay.
So, and another thing is, for example, a practical step for me is you have to also know your man. Like, is he usually going out with women who are his exes, or going out with women who you feel like aren't threats? What are they doing together? Are they going out? If a man is spending the whole, there are some periods that you have to draw boundaries. Yes. You should not spend with your female friends, no matter what.
What periods are these and what?
Holiday seasons,
right.
Birthdays, your babe's birthday, you're going to be with another man, or, going out on date-like events. You're not just seeing a movie, you're seeing a movie and doing dinner.
Right.
That's different. Like, you're not just seeing, you're now doing and then doing dinner, staying over. I don't care.
No. Why would anybody ever do that? That's crazy.
But because sometimes in single relationship, when you're single, you might not have the boundaries that you need when you're now with somebody else. Right. And you might not understand it, you might not see it. I've been chilling at her place for 10 years before I got you and got to know you, and nothing has happened, it's okay, like nothing's happening. But still, sleeping on the couch, it's not because of you or your friend, it's for the other person.
Yeah, that's
and you have to respect what you have with that person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's just always basically reassuring, making sure that he respects those. And then what are your standards? You have to find, she knows that I try as much as possible to understand her standards and her perspectives. Sometimes I don't see it, and it takes me a while to see it. Right. But I'm always trying to have that conversation or have that fight. Yeah. And I'll try, and once I do that, I'm trying to meet up with those, or say, okay, can we make adjustments here or there? So basically, compromising. You're not going to win every time. I'm not going to win every time. How do we make sure that we meet each other halfway on this issue? Right. Yeah. And sometimes, a female friend doesn't threaten her or threaten the other person, but there's one that's this one, I don't like this one. Yeah. And you always
So have you ever had to drop a friend?
No,
I'm just asking. If you're uncomfortable answering it, that's fine.
And that's okay. I have had to decide not to
be as close with someone
because
were.
Apart from the fact that my significant other wouldn't want it, I saw the danger in it. Right. And I saw that, if
she's not crazy, there's something there.
Something is here, and I'm touching. I'm playing with fire. Something will happen here, and it will just, So I just try as much.
Because what I find is, I'm listening. But what I find is that most men, like you said, women's intuitions are very sharp. Like, we are able to see it faster. Sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes we sense something, we're not sure what it is. We assume that this is what it is, and then eventually you find out that, okay, maybe this isn't what it is. Because initially in my own relationship, I know that my husband is a lot like you as well. Maybe not as much, but he is like you. He has lots of female friends, lots of girls who look up to him, who want him to teach them one or that or the other. And there's some other people who just want, him. So I think he now has trained himself to know the difference, who is who. But before he got to that point, I now had to realize for myself that it's not him that's going after them. It's them that are coming after him. And that's where I got my peace. If I have a man that his eyes are just everywhere, roaming, he wants to talk with this one, or maybe if he was a player before, but that's not, if you know that that's not the kind of person that you have, then you need to realize, okay, whatever attracted to you to the man in the first place will attract other people to him as well. And once you come to that understanding, I think you can find peace, because that's where I found my peace.
And the man always has to try and continue reassuring, making sure that you
that's really important.
How often do you, there are practical steps. You have to bring up the person's name in conversation, or that friend that is making your other person feel wrong. Bring up the name a couple of times in conversation.
Don't make it into a sacred cow where you're not saying anything
don't
about
go and hide
but it's an elephant
and take
in the
calls.
room.
Take a call in front of the. Let the other person sense that there is a safe zone.
Yeah.
There is nothing happening
It's okay,
here.
yeah.
It's okay.
Don't be defensive every
Don't be
time.
defensive every
that
time.
They bring up
and sometimes one of the things I've learned the hard way, when the other person is saying something and the other one, no. Don't take sides. Don't especially be defensive for your friend. No.
Because it makes it the spouse feel like they're the enemy.
Yes. However, when a man does that, it's because I can be completely like plain and honest with you, and I can, tell you how I feel about this issue.
But you have to be sensitive.
About that's what we're seeing it as. But however, the woman is like, why are you being defensive? Why are you defending the other person?
Yes.
And I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? So
because you're like, the person is not here to defend themselves, but I don't care that the person is not here to defend. I'm just like, what's going on? And that's okay as well. I think we have run out of time, but I'll see. But don't worry, you have time to say one last thing. Thank you very much for coming on the show, but don't go anywhere yet. We're coming back with more of the show, or more of Akah. We'll be asking him some questions right after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Womansplaining. Before we left, we're talking to Akah about the women in his life. It's been really interesting, but now we'll get to know Akah a little better by asking him a few questions that he'll have to answer in 60 seconds. So please put 60 seconds on the clock.
I'm not really good with all these 60
You'll
seconds.
be all right. What's your favorite drink?
Ribena.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Is it? Oh, I never put you with black. What movie best describes your life?
Wow.
There's no movie called Wow.
Jesus.
It's not a movie either. What job would you be terrible at?
Engineering. All these oil engineers that go to rig.
Oh, right. Why?
Oh, because they go through a lot of sunburn, and I cherish my skin. I'll be black.
He's so vain. I cannot with you. Have you had any? What's your most embarrassing moment? I'm sure you've had a couple.
This is a story. Are you sure you can
quickly?
Okay, so I don't know why. I'm a smart person. I know. I understand words.
We have like 10 seconds.
Okay, so my friend's mom asked me, Akah, hope there was no hitch. And I was like, Hope there was no hitch. And let me tell you, I know hitch. I use it every time. I had a hitch-free day. But that day, my brain just went off. I cried.
And we had no hitches today. Thank you so much, Akah, for coming on this show.
Thank you
very much. Do you have
much.
any last words you'd like to say about this topic?
Make her a priority. And she has to understand also that, he's making a priority, but don't misuse it. Don't stretch it too much. Don't take advantage of it. But to every man who is in my situation, make her a priority.
I don't think I could have said it better myself. Thank you so much, Akah, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
That's Womansplaining today. See you next time. Bye-bye.